Hey everybody, welcome back. I apologize the last two videos I was peaking a lot on my microphone. When I did initial tests, I was just making sure my voice wasn't drowned out by the sound effects, because I can't really say music. And it seemed okay until I actually started listening to the recordings and like, this is pretty awful. So I just did a whole bunch of tests, and for some reason, I can't turn the game music down. And so I'm a little baffled on that, so you guys will just... I shouldn't be peaking as badly, I turned it down. But I do apologize. I swear, you'd think that I could just plug this in and hit the record button and it would work, but no, it doesn't. No, I don't want to train. What am I doing?
You know, on my side it just works. That's probably because I use a Mac. I mean, it makes everything better, of course.
Which is funny considering you just told me the last time we recorded you were going to get rid of it.
I still am planning to get rid of it at some point here soon, actually. So, we actually just migrated my Mac account off of my computer and onto my wife's laptop, in preparation for eventually cleaning up my desktop and then selling it off. So.
Oh no, Riva. Are you okay? Aw, I guess he's tired. Ah, I'm stuck.
Get unstuck.
I'll work on that. Oh no, I meant to scold Gary. Crummuffins. Psh.
That's not too late.
I'll scold you now.
Look, you got plenty of command points, or whatever those things are called on the top left.
Yeah, I do. Alrighty. Praise Galleon!
So are there, like, any pop culture references that we can make right now that will date our videos, so that in a couple of years when people are watching, they're like, yeah, okay, what year was that thing recorded in?
Yeah, not like that's compared to anything we've recorded like 6 years ago. I can't believe I've been recording videos for this long. It's ridiculous.
Well, but you think about it, I mean, the whole reason why we originally started was... No, maybe not the whole reason, but part of the reason why we started was as just a way to keep in touch whenever you moved away.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you had crossed the country, and it was like, okay, well, we still want to have something that will force us to do something together, basically.
Yeah, because you stopped playing World of Warcraft and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm debating about going ahead and just going to the volcano. I guess it wouldn't hurt.
Well, volcanoes always hurt.
Yeah. The greatly feared volcano that seems to howl. It's like monsters to explore with. Howl is a hard word for me to say, and I don't know why.
Howl.
Howl. It's like every time we talk about Howl's Moving Castle, I'm like, ugh, I can't say that. So, could bring Graham, and then I'm gonna go ahead and bring Riva. I know Riva's obviously not gonna be doing any fighting, but he should get some good experience. Oh wow, okay. So we're in a volcano.
It looks pretty active to me.
Yeah, I'm sure we're safe. I'm not worried.
How did we get here?
We teleported.
That's not a valid answer.
I don't know how we got in, honestly. Maybe there's like a helicopter service or something that just dumps people into the volcano if they so desire. I never thought about it, actually, and I'm usually the first thing to say stupid questions like that.
Well, here's a better question. It was a helicopter. How'd they get cowed in a helicopter?
Oh my gosh, another treasure chest. Something, be something good. You know, it's funny how I have not gotten any plans for any good gadgets. In fact, I can't remember the last time we even got a gadget blueprint. When I played this on my own when I was younger, I don't remember having this much difficulty getting blueprints. Whoops.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Viewers can't see what I'm seeing, but I have a special view of Smappy's ceiling right now.
Yeah, there we go. The camera fell.
That worked out well for me. I was going to have to ask you to move it anyway next time some dialogue appeared, since I couldn't read the stuff at the bottom, I realized.
Oh! Can you see it now?
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay.
You're not invisible. That's a reference, in case anybody was curious.
Yeah. I think that's still on my YouTube channel, actually.
It is on your YouTube channel, last I checked.
I haven't changed it. You know, I keep every time I start to do uploads on Saturdays, I keep thinking I need to add channel art to the top of my page, and then I can never decide what I'm gonna put at the top of the page because I haven't decided why people come to my channel, if it's for Suikoden or if it's for Monster Rancher. It's usually kind of 50-50 on why people show up at my channel.
The truth of it is they come for you.
Oh, I thought they just came for you.
Well, there's like one or two, but I'm not going to say there's not. I have my fans.
You do have a lot of fans.
No, let's not say a lot. Maybe a couple, several, perhaps.
Because there was like one time I suggested that because you've gotten so busy, I was going to do Suikoden on my own or something, and then everyone was like, "No, we can't do that."
You got tradition. You can't do Suikoden.
I did not bring anybody who can. Oh, well, nobody can jump in the lava. That's a good thing.
Dragons can't jump in the lava?
They can fly over it, but I don't think they can jump in it. No.
Too bad.
Oh, look, a dragon. Oh yeah, I guess dated references. I've been following news on Pokemon Sun and Moon like every day. I don't normally follow stuff online, and of course, you know, this is Suikoden, but every day I've been watching out for new information on Pokemon Sun and Moon. And I'm surprised at how many dragon types they revealed this time. But they have one Pokemon they just released the other day. And the name of it is Type Null. Null. And that's its name. And I was like, that is a freaking awesome name. I almost want to tame it just for its name.
I was gonna say, well, wasn't... No, that was a missing number in the first
Missing no, but that technically wasn't supposed to be a Pokemon.
Yeah, that was a fake little or glitchy thing.
Yeah, but no, this is actually like in the game, and that's apparently its name according to Nintendo. So, because the funny thing is... Ooh, remastered X-Blade. When I saw the Japanese trailer first, and I was like, I can't be reading this correctly. Like, I know my ability to read Japanese isn't that good, but I was like, I must be reading this. And then the English trailer came out, and I'm like, no, I read that right.
That's great.
Pretty sure he can go in. Oh, I guess not. I thought he got some kind of search. But I'm very excited about Pokemon Sun and Moon, because there's a lot of cool things they're adding to it. Like, they just announced that the two games are going to be 12 hours apart, so if it's daytime in one, it's nighttime in the other. And I thought that was really interesting.
That's awesome. Like, that's great, though, because, like, there are always the people who buy those games that actually operate on, like, a real-time cycle, and they're annoyed because, like, man, I'm like, I never get the stuff that's at that time.
Exactly. That was when I probably was growing up. When Gold and Silver came out, you had to catch certain Pokemon in the morning, but I was getting ready for school in the morning, you know, and then on Saturday morning I wasn't allowed to play games until all my homework was done, you know, and then Sunday morning, you know, my family wanted to eat breakfast and stuff together, and so I almost never caught morning Pokemon, you know, and that always bothered me. And then when I got older and they re-released it again, I was like, well, now I can't get morning or afternoon Pokemon because I'm at work. So I thought that was a really good idea, because at least you can choose one, and then your friends can probably help you catch stuff otherwise, you know. I don't know, I just thought that was a cool idea. And they're adding, like, Ultra Beasts. I don't know what they are besides that. I mean, there was a jellyfish, whatever it is. And then, it looks like they have a good and a bad team this time, instead of just a bad team. I don't really know what that means either, I just know from what they've been saying. And then they added a section that looks like that's similar to Pokemon Snap, for anyone who's old enough to remember that game.
That was the Nintendo 64. Yeah.
Yeah, and because in the last trailer, the character walked up to this cracked wall and used his Pokedex to start taking pictures of a Pikachu, that just like Pokemon Snap. And I was like, I know it's their 20th anniversary, but is this kind of like paying homage to Pokemon Snap here by putting it in the game? I did not mean to do that. I was trying to back up and do tackle. There we go. I thought it was cool, though. So far, the only thing I don't like is the way the girl character looks in Pokemon Sun and Moon. She looks like she's got a jellyfish on her head, and it bothers me. I mean, jellyfish are cool and everything, but
not on heads.
I guess she just kind of looks silly with it. I always feel like the girl characters always look a little crazy. Like, they got crazy huge hair, or some crazy looking hat. That's what I loved about X and Y, is I could change my clothes. I know that's not normally something I care about in games, but I kind of enjoyed it in Pokemon X and Y. He can run on lava.
What in the world? Are you kidding?
No, Cal was just that awesome. Yeah, but in Pokemon X and Y, I actually had a Furfrou. I had a rare Furfrou, so it was black fur instead of white fur. And so, because I wanted to take him to the groomers, I actually had to become popular in the city. So I had to buy all these clothes and go to all these cafes. And it actually ended up being kind of fun because it's not anything I normally do at all. And so I enjoyed that. And so I ended up changing my clothes all the time. It's this giant wardrobe. And then I was really famous in the city. Like, everybody knew me. Pretty well, actually. I remember having difficulties with this dungeon. I guess Calb is just that awesome.
Well, to be fair, Calb is awesome.
Yeah, he is.
So they announced some new PlayStations or something?
Oh yeah, I heard about that, and I looked it up when I got off work, and it was like, the better one can do 4K resolution or something.
Yeah, it's interesting. So they announced a PlayStation Slim and a PlayStation Pro. And the Slim is just like every other Slim that we've ever seen. And the Pro is an upgraded PlayStation that can do 4K resolution, like you said, for gaming specifically, though, and for streaming as well. Not for 4K Blu-rays, though. Turns out that the Blu-ray player, Blu-ray player they have, doesn't support 4K resolution.
So they couldn't get one?
They just opted not to include it, basically. Like, they exist, but they just chose not to put one in it.
That's funny.
Well, I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, it was like, well, that's stupid. Like, why would they do that? Then I was like, afterwards, it kind of makes sense, because 4K Blu-rays require that you buy not only a 4K TV, and also a 4K player, and a 4K disc, but it's like, basically it has all like the same hurdles that Blu-ray had whenever Blu-ray first started, but whereas Blu-ray had people already upgrading to HD TVs because they were flat screen and like better than CRTs, 4K has none of that going for it. So like basically nobody has 4K TVs, and so it's like, okay, this format is just died. It's been out since March, and like basically nobody even knows it's out. Yeah,
I have a 4K TV, but that's another story.
I mean, I figure I'll get a 4K TV at some point, but that's just because that's what's going to be the thing that everybody's buying at that point.
Well, the only reason I have it is because A, long story short, it was on sale, and B, I wanted a TV that had more than 2 HDMI outputs.
Wait, outputs?
Or inputs, sorry.
Okay, just making sure I understood.
And so, it's hard to find, and so that's the only reason I ended up with it. Because what happened was we saw the TV, it was on sale, and we were going to get it, and then we saw that Amazon had the same TV on sale, but you got, like, a PlayStation 4, like, 60% off or something if you bought the TV and the PlayStation 4. And so we went to Best Buy, and I said, will you honor this? And they said, yeah, sure.
Nice.
So we got 50 or 60% off on the PlayStation, and we got this TV, so... But we don't have anything that plays 4K.
I was gonna say, yeah, there was some deal at Best Buy I was doing this week where it was like if you buy the new PlayStation, or not PlayStation, the new Xbox S with a 4K TV like of their choice that they had on the list, they would like knock $300 off the price basically, and so it was gonna be $800 in total for the two of them.
Wow.
So I was like, well, that's actually not a bad deal, but I don't really want an Xbox.
Yeah, too bad you can't do anything with an Xbox.
Yeah, I was just like, well, at least in the case of the Xbox, all the games I want to play, they're also on the PlayStation or PC, so I'm just kind of like, eh. I think there's one exclusive for Xbox right now that I'm interested in. I don't even think it's out yet, so.
I have very few games for my Xboxes. I don't know, I think my problem is, the genre of games that I like are just not on Xbox. Xbox seems to mostly be shooter and kill 'em and pointless kind of games. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't say that. Games I just don't enjoy. Yeah,
I was gonna say, I mean, it's one of those things where there are plenty of games that I enjoy on it, it's just that they're not exclusive to it. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, so I can focus on PlayStation, which has more of the games I'm interested in, and like Nintendo consoles, which have games I'm interested in. Or I get an Xbox, and so I mean, I have a 360, but I think I've played like 2 games on it ever. I was actually really disappointed whenever I got it, because I was like, okay, this is great, I finally have an Xbox 360, yay!
Yeah.
And then I proceeded to not use it at all, and was just very disappointed with it, so, I don't know.
Coolest thing about my Xbox 360 is I got one of those, it's a fat original one, and it has one of those front plates that you can change out, and it's got one of the guys from Eternal Sonata on the front. Nice. And I have people constantly commenting about how cool it looks, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty much just by this point a fun little centerpiece. It doesn't do anything but look cool.
So I was trying to convince my wife to sit down with me to play through Eternal Sonata on PS3.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, well, what is it? I'm like, well, it's like a RPG, and it's set in like the dying dream of a famous composer. And she's like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, yeah, it's like his dying dream. She's like, that's creepy. And I'm like, well, but it's kind of a cute game. And she's like, no, that's creepy. I'm like, okay, I guess it is kind of creepy when you think about what it really is, but...
At least it's not Lost Odyssey.
Oh, golly, yeah, I haven't showed her Lost Odyssey. I'm still playing through that. That's like one of the two Xbox 360 games I'm playing, so...
Oh my gosh.
We
never finished it. I couldn't finish the game. I was crying constantly.
I actually have no idea how far into it I am. I haven't looked at like a walkthrough to see how far through the plot I am. I'm guessing like a quarter of the way through.
Well, what disc are you on?
Still on disc 1.
Yeah, well, there's your problem.
Well, yeah, I'm still playing it. But anyway, it's been a good game so far. I've been enjoying it, but the costume design is ridiculous. Setting that aside, the other game I've been playing recently was Dark Souls, the original one, because I never got around to beating it like 5 years ago whenever it came out. And I finally got back to it this week after taking like a 2-month break from it again. And went up against the two hardest bosses in the game that are like they're together. And I think this, like when I took a half day for Labor Day, I went back and played Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And I was fighting these bosses, getting my butt handed to me. And then I was finally having like this one really, really, really good run. Like I'd finally figured out the tricks. I was finally doing really, really well. And then my weapon broke in stage 2 of the fight. Like when one of the bosses became like supersized and like got super powerful after I killed off the first boss. The second boss got supersized and then my weapon broke. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then I proceeded to be awesome and win the fight anyway.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was like one of my best moments in gaming history for me. Like, it was just like, this is amazing. My weapon broke in the middle of the game, or in the middle of the fight, and I still proceeded to win the fight anyway. For my first time, I was like, this is great. And I didn't like just barely win it, like I handily won it.
That's awesome.
And it was like it was great. So I was hoping the fight would go down that way, like that it would be like an epic moment for me in my gaming, memories.
Too bad you didn't have it recorded.
Yeah, well, honestly, like if I put it up on YouTube or something like that, it would have been like one of those things where everybody's just like, "What in the world? Like he's really bad at this game."
Well, I'm bad at games, and I don't know how many viewers I have by this point. They seem to like it.
we found our niche.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this again, because people have been asking me this question a lot. No, I'm not going to do any streaming.
So the only times I've thought about streaming are if I'm not on the schedule. It's just like, hey, I'm playing games, so I will turn on the stream.
My biggest problem with the streaming is I might oopsie and say something inappropriate that I can easily blank out in the recording. Because I do curse normally, and I just don't like... I'm trying not to do that on videos, and I don't want to have an accident and curse, so...
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My old friend, can you hear me? The voice of the Gaia Stone. Now it sounds pleasant to my ears. It looks like you were able to accept the truth. Each time you touch me, you get closer to your original self. That vision was of an age that I once lived in? Yes, now find the last fragment of me, but is your heart ready? Ah! Got a good clear picture of it this time.
Rio! Are you okay?
I'm fine, Icon. It was scary, but I was able to accept it. I remember everything now.
What? What do you mean?
The stone is a piece of the soul of the monster who fought along my side Sorry. This stone is a piece of the soul of a monster who fought along my side against the Dark Lord. This stone helped me remember my memories of times long ago. With each Gaia stone we find, the vision becomes clearer. People in our age are repeating the mistakes of the past, but it can still be prevented. We've got to try.
Yeah! There's always a chance, but we must try. What is it?
Icon, could you hold my hand just a little? A moment ago, it was so dark, I felt like I might fall, and I was scared.
Rio, it'll be okay. Everybody is trying their best here.
In the volcano.
All two of us.
And you're no different in that respect. Why don't we go home for now?
Thanks. Sorry, Icon. Woohoo! We got a whole bunch of stuff for Riva this time, too.
Nice.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
I'm trying to improve my reading, and I was hoping I'd get to the whole thing without messing up.
Okay, well, clearly what this means is that we need to stop the recording and start again fresh. That way you have a new opportunity.
Yeah, something terrible is happening at the volcano. I can sense something familiar.
What is it, Rio? Can you sense something? Maybe
Yes.
something familiar?
Something familiar! Deep within the volcano, I sense a dreadfully evil aura. What could it be? An aura evil enough to poison the kind hearts of monsters. So it's not Palika, dang it.
Maybe this aura is controlling the stray monsters and making them attack humans? Question mark? Exclamation mark? If we find the source of the aura, then maybe we can prevent a conflict between humans and monsters.
Whoa.
Hello there!
Graham and Philia, what are you two doing here?
Are you kidding? It's an emergency. A letter came from IMA, and they requested support from FEMA to help them form a stray cat catchers group to fight the monsters.
It can't be! This could lead to a war between our whole land and the monsters! Between our whole land and the monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Okay, sorry. She doesn't mean the land itself. She means...
Yes, everybody living in the land.
This might be a good time... No, I'll mention something after this. I'm going to mention why I've been having trouble reading, but... As we speak, Deal is using his father's influence to prevent the formation of an army. We're going to speak with the... Agima? Have we heard of this yet?
Nope.
To see if there isn't a peaceful solution to this. Icon, please come with us.
I'm sorry, Philia. Rio and I are going to investigate the Korea volcano.
Yeah, that's more important.
We just might be able to stop the stray monster attacks.
It's of course the highest priority. Aw, Helper's laughing at me. Korea Volcano, that's the headquarters of the stray monsters. You must not go, it's far too dangerous.
We were just there.
Yeah.
Stop, Philia! Icon must know what he's doing!
Heck yeah.
With a smirk, I say. He's not the type to act rashly. Surely he has a plan.
Do we have a plan?
We had a plan the first time we went in.
You must trust him on this!
But not Rio, don't trust her.
Yes, leave it to me! And Graham, Philia, you do your best on your end!
Okay, I understand. Good luck, okay. Bye for now. This might actually be a really good time for me to mention that, during all these years I've been recording, I get confused when reading these things, just like there, and I pause for a while because I don't understand what's going on. I've actually been diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. My doctor, and I'm trying to get to a specialist right now to be sure that my first doctor was correct. So when she said the land, a side effect of Asperger's is people who are very literal. And so that's some difficulty I've had. And so when she said that, I wasn't joking. I literally thought she meant the land. And so it took me a second to realize she meant the people, from all the areas, not the actual land. So, I know I've made jokes in the past to how I can't seem to understand or read what's going on, and it turns out that there actually is a reason, so I'm actually pretty excited about it. I'm not crazy, I'm just different. Alrighty. Actually, you know what, go back. Bleh. Data. Let's look at Riva's stuff. Alright, so we got quite a few new abilities. So I think X Scissor is new, or X Blade, excuse me. Let's see. It's short range, wow, it's accuracy rate B and life damage. Oh, I can't remember, are we doing power? We're doing power, right?
I think we're doing power with him, yeah.
Yeah, so let's put this right here. Because accuracy rate C is actually pretty good, and it does, you know, B amount of damage. Punch Rush, C and C. Takes more guts. And then we have Tail Sting. Dang, that takes up a lot of guts. I don't think I'm even gonna put this one in there because it takes up too many guts and its accuracy rate is only D. I'm not really a fan of that. And we have Lightning, which is far range. I'll go ahead and put it here. Just so we have something. Oh, and he's got Palsy as an added effect, which isn't bad. Alrighty. So let's go and... Did he have anything? Oh, I think he's gotten some stuff. Oh, he has Dirt Search. That's what it was. I was like, I knew he got something.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And he still doesn't like battle, but I don't think he's been in one, so... Let's go ahead and rest him up. And... Actually, debating, we should just go straight back into the volcano, I'm thinking. I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't see why not either.
Let's just have everybody rest, except Galleon!
You did save, right?
I'm saving right now.
Okay.
We've had a lot of luck, but I don't want to push that luck.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay. Save here. Ah. Training! Good job, Galleon. At least I can remember to praise you, because there's nobody else doing anything. Oh, he's tired. Here, have some chocolate. Although it's not going to fill him up very much. Speaking of games, you were talking about games you were playing recently.
Mm-hmm.
I unfortunately made the mistake of downloading the new Picross 3D game on my Game Boy.
Oh boy.
I put it. Right after I finished the tutorial, the first thing I did was put it on the hardest setting, and I'm still kind of debating if that was a good idea.
Of course you did.
Because, well, normally I wouldn't even think about it, but they changed all the rules on me, and I'm not used to playing multicolored Picross. Like, the few times I've tried it, I haven't enjoyed it as much as normal Picross, or paint by number, or whatever you want to call it. And so I was like, well, this is only 2 colors, and this is a good chance for me to, like, really get into it, so I'm getting better. But the only problem with this one is instead of just getting a bunch of stages, you get points instead of, like, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 stars.
Okay.
And you get points based on how fast you were, what the difficulty was, how many mistakes you made. And then when those points rack up, and after so many points, it unlocks new sections with more puzzles. So I thought, well, there's no point in me not playing hard, because that means I'd have to go back and play them on hard eventually to get more points.
Sure.
So... But there's only been like 1 puzzle, I think, that I've played so far that I honestly don't know how it expects you to not guess. And there's a hint button, but I can't bring myself to push it. I mean, it's not like it's limited or it's going to cost you against your score or anything. I just feel like I'm cheating. But it's a well done game. I like the music, which is kind of strange for a puzzle game.
Yeah, no, I mean, it works. I showed my wife Picross, which one? I guess it was the Happy Cat Picross on iOS. And that one's a multicolor one.
Yeah,
and
I tried playing it and I was like, oh man, I stink at this.
She really liked it. And so she actually still plays it because they come with like weekly puzzles that you can play that are like gigantic ones that take you like a couple of hours to work through.
Yeah.
And so she still is playing it. But after she liked that, I was like, well... given that Smappy had good recommendations with Picross game or Picross in general, and that you ended up liking this, let's try the other ones that Smappy had recommended to me. So I pulled out my old DS and got her set up with that with the original, or not the original, with Picross DS. And she went to town on that, and then I got her set up with Picross 3DS. Not 3DS, 3D, not 3DS.
Yeah.
And she went to town on that, and like she completely, I had done everything in DS, I think, except like the downloaded puzzles, and I think she's now passed me in like going through the downloaded puzzles.
Yeah, I think I beat most of the Pokemon Picross puzzles. I think there's like 2 or 3 left.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten Pokemon Picross yet, but I'm probably gonna have to at this point.
And I think I actually remember, I think the original Picross game was available on Virtual Console. I can't remember. And I was thinking of getting that one, because I still have the original cartridge for the original Game Boy for that. Anyways, do you think we should go ahead and run the volcano again in this video, or go to the next video?
No, let's save that for the second video.
Alright, so we'll see you guys next time when we go back to the volcano with a plan this time.
Back to the volcano with a plan.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.